and welcome back to my YouTube video. So in today's video we're going to be talking about how to build a healthier relationship with food and your body. I feel like this is something I really want to talk about at the moment because it's been coming up a lot with the clients that I coach, and it's obviously something I've experienced in my eating disorder recovery over the last 10 years and building a better relationship with food and also my body, and what I've learned, what I've experienced with working with other people, what I found has worked, and all the tips I want to share with you guys. If you're feeling like you're struggling and you don't really know where to go at the moment, you don't know whether to follow a diet, or you want to learn to intuitively eat, or you want to like your body more, you just want to have an overall better relationship with food and your body in general, then this video is going to be for you. And I've got my little notebook here. I've written all my tips down that I want to share with you and things that I have learned and experienced. And also from being a coach, what I've learned has helped other people along the way of their self-love journey and just building a better relationship with food. So if you're not subscribed already, please do click that subscribe button just below the video. It really supports me, and obviously it's really competitive on YouTube, so I appreciate every one of you that subscribes and supports me. And if you enjoy the video, also give it a like as well, and obviously any questions you've got about the topic that I'm talking about, just pop a comment below and I will get back to you. So I'm going to run through a little bit of background of my experience for those of you that are new to my channel. I've just discovered this video. If you want to know more, I have done lots of videos on my journey with anorexia and the whole story. I will pop the link to that video in the description box below. But I basically suffered from anorexia from the age of 16 to, I'd probably say 23. I would say I fully recovered when I was 26. So probably about 10 years I really struggled with food and my body image, and I'm now 30 years old, and I'd say now I am so much more free, like completely free of all my eating issues. I still suffer from body confidence issues and bad self-image days, but nowhere near as bad, and I feel so much better and so much more content with food and exercise as well, and just in a lot better position. But I was very severely ill, nearly hospitalised, and I also then went into the modelling industry, and when I was in recovery, which did also affect my body image because I was a fashion model, and as we all know, the fashion industry is not exactly the healthiest of industries, so that really slowed my recovery down. I then quit the modelling industry and became a personal trainer, and I got into the fitness industry, and since then that actually has really helped with my recovery and learning to love my body for its strength and the things that it can do. Just so much more fun exercise rather than the boring stuff that I used to do just because I felt like I had to. And I'm now a full-time personal trainer and nutrition coach. I work online and with people in person, and I am nearly qualified basic counsellor / life coach as well, so I'm going to be using those skills and coaching people like you guys very soon as well, which I'm really excited about. So that's a little bit about me, and just a disclaimer that I'm not a fully qualified, well, not yet, fully qualified psychotherapist or anything like that. And this video is mainly going to be talking about my experience. Any of you that suffer from this, you may find it a little bit triggering, but I'm not going to be talking too much about like numbers, or I'm not going to talk about calories or anything like that, or weights. So hopefully it'll be okay. I did want to pop a couple of pictures just coming up now, so trigger warning, I'm going to show you some transformations of how I look. Obviously it's not just about aesthetics, but it does obviously show you that I've come a long way from when I was 16. So my first tip for you guys is going to be to work out your goal, because I think the first thing when you want to have a better relationship with food and exercise and your body is to drop the aesthetics. So this means you're going to have to like not focus on looking a certain way, maybe having a big bum or having abs or getting ripped, whatever it is. You need to drop your aesthetic goals and work on a different goal. Now that goal could be to have more positive affirmations about yourself each day, or to be able to go to a restaurant and have what you want without feeling food guilt, to be able to go a week without dieting or feeling guilty, or it might be to be able to not binge eat. So having different goals that aren't about aesthetics, or maybe it might be that you want to learn more about intuitively eating or intuitively exercising. So those are going to be the things that I would suggest that you write down on your goal list, and I want you to write a new goal list, and yet for it not to be so focused on aesthetics and how you look, and more about you and what you really want and what you want to feel, and not just about how you look. My next tip is going to be to buy some books, and the two main books I'm going to recommend is, I'm going to pop them on the screen, so this How to Intuitively Eat book, which is by a couple of doctors. I think one of them's a doctor and one of them's a psychologist, but this is an amazing book if you want to get into intuitive eating and understand how it works, because intuitive eating doesn't mean eating crap food all the time and unhealthy food. It is about learning to listen to your body and give it the nutrients it needs, which actually could mean that you end up eating more healthy. It doesn't actually mean that you'll be unhealthy. So I'd recommend this book. It helped me so much on my journey. And the next book I'd recommend is How to Break Free from Emotional Eating by Geneen Roth. Again, just a brilliant book for any of you that suffer from binge eating or guilt around food or emotional eating. Highly recommend those two books. And obviously, if you can find any other books or podcasts or people to follow on Instagram or TikTok, whatever your platform is that you go on YouTube, follow these people and take their advice. I've done some How to Intuitively Eat videos as well, so you'll be able to find those on my channel. My next tip is going to be, I want you to really focus on hunger and fullness cues. This is going to be something new to you, because if you've been dieting and following meal plans or tracking, etc., you won't know what hunger and fullness cues are. So it's really important that each day one of the things I'd say is to drop food rules, basically. So drop all diet rules, drop all food rules or restrictions. But the two rules that you can keep are you only eat when you're hungry and you stop when you're full. So they're really, really important. And I'd highly, highly recommend you start that from tomorrow. Just have a real go at saying, am I hungry? Do I need to eat? Yeah, I'm going to eat. But when you're full, you stop. And it's not, oh no, I can't have dessert because I'm not allowed it. It's, I'm not going to have dessert because I'm full, but if I want to have the cake later, I can have it. So it's not, I can't have the cake, it's, I'll have it later. And I think that is really, really difficult for a lot of women to understand, but it's so important to stop when you're full and not overeat, and then only eat when you're hungry as well. So if that means that you're hungry and you want a biscuit, you have the biscuit, but once you're full, you stop. You don't overindulge and you eat intuitively and listen to your body. And the other thing I suggest as well is to eat all of your food off a plate, sitting down. A lot of people are rushing around, eating on the go, eating at their desk. I want you to focus on your meals, and they're your time, and enjoy your food. Another tip for exercising is try and find things that you really enjoy. So you're not exercising because someone's telling you to do it or they're telling you to do this class. I want you to find things that you enjoy. That could be boxing, it could be pole classes, it could be Zumba, it could be dancing, it could be HIIT, it could be calisthenics, it could be gymnastics, it could be weightlifting, it could be running, it could be CrossFit. There are so many ways that you can move your body. Yoga, Pilates. You find what you enjoy and do that. Now that might mean doing 3 different things. You could do yoga one day, you could do dance one day, you could do weightlifting one day. But make sure that you are enjoying it, and when your body is feeling overexerted, that you rest it, you don't overtrain, you don't punish yourself. That's another thing, not doing exercise to burn calories or doing exercise to punish yourself. You choose things that you enjoy and to respect your body and show it the love that it deserves, rather than going against it, which is what a lot of people do when they come from eating disorders or that real harsh diet mentality. And my next tip is going to be for you to change your language around food. So this means, rather than calling foods good or bad, just seeing it as food, and some things are a bit more healthy and nutritious and some things are less nutritious. I find that really good words is just some foods are more nutritious, some are less nutritious, some are more healthy and unhealthy, rather than saying that they're actually bad or you can't ever have them or they're only a treat, like those sort of words. You just want to be like, the chocolate bar is less nutritious than the apple, but I can have both if I want. Like, it's okay, but I'm not gonna overindulge. I'm just going to have it when I want it and make sure I listen to whether I really want it, because after a weekend of going out and drinking and eating, you actually probably don't want to eat the chocolate bar on Monday, and actually you want to have the green smoothie and an apple and a salad because you've had a weekend of indulging. Naturally that will actually happen when you're intuitively eating. It's not a restriction thing. You'll actually start to crave healthy foods as well as the unhealthy foods. And my next tip is going to be to find like-minded people. This is really important because if you're hanging around people who are all dieting or following a diet mentality, or maybe even have slight eating disorders, it's definitely going to affect you. So obviously you can't just dump your friends, but try and find like-minded people on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and have conversations with them, make friends with them and chat to them about your experiences, because that will really help you fill your world with people who think similar to you rather than people who think the complete opposite. And it's really difficult when you're around people who think the complete opposite. And obviously if those friends do think opposite to you but you want to still see them, just be wary of like how you talk about food and things, and maybe just keep your journey to yourself, because a lot of people don't understand it and they are just like, oh, you should be on a diet or you should eat like this, and rather than having all these rules, you just want to be more free and more in tune with your body. So yeah, having like-minded people I think really helps. And my next tip is going to be, if you're really struggling, is to find a coach. So someone like me, obviously, like I'm going to say me, but someone like me to help you on your journey to learn all these things and guide you along the way and support you daily or weekly, whatever it is, on your journey. And if it's not me, then a therapist or someone else in your area if you want one-to-one coaching that you can see. Because I feel like especially the first few months of doing this kind of thing is really difficult on your own, because it can bring up a lot of emotions. I find this with my clients who do this, it brings up a lot of stuff from their childhood, and there's a lot of self-love issues and self-worth issues that come up, and it's nice to have someone to talk to about that who totally gets it, who's on your wavelength, who's been through it themselves. So yeah, if you're interested in that side of coaching with me, that is something I offer, and I can be there for you daily or weekly and support you on this journey, which I think is really important, especially when it comes to your mental health as well as your physical health. I think obviously your mental health above all is so important, because your mental health affects your physical health and can make you ill, and it can affect your immune system. Like so many things from not being well mentally can affect you physically. So yeah, I will leave all my coaching information below. There is an online application form below as well. You can just fill in the application form, which will come straight through to me, and my website and email is all below. My last tip is to practice more self-love and gratitude for your body and your body image. So this is going to be things like actually saying things like, I approve of myself, or I am who I am and that is enough. You've got ingrained so in your head that you're not enough and you're not good enough and you don't match everyone else, and it's so important to unlearn these behaviours. And also by being wary of who you follow on social media, because you will compare yourself. So don't follow people that you're constantly comparing yourself with, because a lot of people edit their videos, edit their photos, and they don't even look like that in real life. So it's really important that you work on yourself and don't compare yourself to others, and also that you give yourself those affirmations daily. Do your gratefulness list, appreciate your body. And I know it's really difficult in the world that we live in, but that's going to be a real key to your change. And even listening to like podcasts and reading self-help books is going to help you on that journey as well. So I hope these tips have helped you, and well done for any of you that are going on this journey, and I know how difficult it is. So if you want any support or you've got any questions, just drop a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, do give it a like and hit that subscribe button below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.